Hey Daniel, welcome to Q&A.
This might be minor, but and Chris already helped. I don't know his last name, but Chris already helped me with this. But I wanted to find out where could I. Uh, our plant production has got. First of all, we didn't change things on our own, but Smart randomly changed this, and I was just curious to know if you guys just changed things. But our texting used to say, "Hey, come to our store. Your order's ready." But then it just changed to "Your order's ready. Schedule a um a delivery." And I don't know if that was because I think I changed on the setting, finally allowing customers to schedule an order, and that used to not be a thing. It used to just have them schedule a drop off, and I didn't even know that that was a thing. But I swapped that off, and then it finally now is switched to customers can schedule a delivery, and it's only on that day on Saturday. I don't know if it was because of that, but it changed. And then I wanted to just modify it, but I couldn't find it. Um, and I doesn't you know what I'm getting at? I don't know if it changed because I did that, or if you guys sometimes change things. And I was just a little bit surprised, which was kind of good because customers started to schedule orders to be delivered, and that was a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so we actually made that change when we were making all those changes for your routes. It's just offer store delivery because we wanted to get people out there to let you know, or to let your customers know that you still offer store delivery for all those existing customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and you, we were trying to use a way to kind of grow your routes further and make sure that more people try to use them. So yeah, that's just a quick little setting, and it can be edited as well.
Okay, and then do I have? Because I know I can go to business settings, chat templates. Is it an auto? Because I couldn't find it there. Is it in there?
Yeah, yep, it
Okay,
is in
perfect.
auto.
Okay, perfect. Because I was looking
Under,
for an action. Go ahead. Go ahead. You tell me.
yeah, it's under ready notification as the, I guess, classification, but then it's the very bottom one, offer customer portal delivery.
Okay. Okay. Let me. Thank you. And then again, this was actually a good thing when we switched it because we are getting customers that are scheduling just for that specific day, and that's the only way we go out. That's the only day we go out. That yeah, I've seen that and it's good. And again, thank you for that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then you said it's on ready notifications on.
Yeah, so it should be under ready notification.
That was it for right now. Um, but I definitely have some things that I have been working on. And again, thank you for both of you guys' time for doing this. I'm very surprised nobody is on this either, just because I personally find a lot of value.
Well, Enrique, I guess if you have other questions, just let us know and we'll.
Yes, no, yes, yes. If you have anything as well, anything that you might find valuable, like the couple times that we've talked and some of the context that I have given you, anything that you can, think, oh, you guys could do this, try that out this. Again, thank you for everything you've shared with me because it's helped us out tremendously, especially with the KPIs when we kind of went over when you showed me them how they work very slowly. I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense, and you just created and the route. And again, we haven't fully turned it on, but those are things that I want to do with the smart marketing. And I don't want to be like a broken record. We're going with it, but I think I shared with I think it was Tony. We're gonna do it in January just because those are our slowest months, and we'll from January, February, and March. I think that'll be a good way as well as turning on the route. But like I shared with you, mainly just in the city. And between now and then, what I'm hoping is get more customers, get more leads. I'm literally thinking customers so I have a order in the store, right? And a customer that has an address, and where I'm just thinking of going out there and dropping it off and be like, hey, we're gonna drop off your order because it's already paid for, and then just being like, hey, can you want us to pick up anything else? And just doing that more in this location Just because at this location where I'm at, there's a lot of downtime. Just kind of I can hop on Smart more, and then I could take a look at the route, and then I think I'm like, whoa, I don't want people do come in, and we're getting wedding gowns here. This store is actually picking up relatively, fairly quickly. But I definitely want to go out there more, and because we're just near the city, I literally can't imagine you probably live. You guys probably have multiple other dry cleaners that have stuff going out there, so I can literally picture that. So
Yeah, yeah. That is definitely an idea, though, is to just go and start delivering stuff to people. If you have their address, as long as it's the right address, that would be the only thing that I would be concerned about. But yeah,
no, yeah, and I usually, like I shared with you, usually the routes I try to. Obviously, my brother and other employees, if it's convenient, they'll knock it off. But usually, the routes I'm the one that does it, with the van, super manually. As well as I encourage people to come drop off their stuff here, and then I'll deliver it on the weekend because those are the only days that we deliver. So if anything gets dropped off today, tomorrow, that's still enough time to have it ready, and then have it ready by the Saturday route, and then drop it off. You know? As well as what when we turn on just giving you some context what we turn on the other time. I have been getting some engagement of customers replying no, but I have been getting customers being like reach out again, and so that I just know it that they're all there, and it's just sending them that text once a week and just reminding them. And I know I don't have smart marketing right now, but I know with smart marketing it all makes sense, literally targeting the customers that have only been with us once, reaching them out again with a coupon or something, or just getting more customers at the end of the day with smart, whether it's smart marketing. Just at the end of the day, it's just with smart. Like we're relying a lot on smart, and I'm super super thankful just because it's so easy to do a lot of stuff on it.
yeah, totally. Yeah. Have you thought about opening up your routes to do another day throughout the week?
Not, you know, not right now. Right now, it's still like earlier today. I had a customer call and she asked about that, and I said no to her. So it's literally just on Saturdays, because that's the day that we literally just go out and drop off stuff. So anything that we can, at the end of the day, anything that gets dropped off within early in the week, we can deliver it by the weekend. But we just don't have the structure yet to have somebody, you know. But it makes sense because I know what you mean. It makes so much sense because you can literally like it's so you can do it quicker. You know what I mean? Like if we could have that one day and have stuff be done that day, meaning like Wednesday we can finish stuff Wednesday as well, and drop off stuff on Wednesday as well as pick up stuff on Wednesday. We just don't have the team yet, um, just because we take a little bit longer. Like we're definitely busy. And the more time we have, like I shared with you, and I know all dry cleaners are not necessarily ideal this way, but if you can give us between 3 to 4 business days, that's plenty of time. And household items or anything that's delicate, it's always like a week. A wedding gown, it's always like 3 weeks to 4 weeks. We do it ourselves as well, so we don't, you know, send anything out there. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
in your opinion, and I have a question, and I know this has to be with smart marketing, I know, but what do you? Because I know there's a value in sending out messages just per once, even if it's at the end. Like when we swapped this, and this is super great, when it was like, oh, your order's ready, schedule a delivery for our Seattle location. That's like great, you know.
Yeah.
Um, what's something else that you might have an idea of to be like, oh, this might be good. Just because what we did, that was really good. That was really good, because I am seeing people schedule. Again, that's the only day we go out. So for us, it's very ideal. I know that my dry cleaners might need it like the next day or might want customers, right? But for us, it's super ideal for customers to schedule on Saturday. Of course, like that's our day.
So, I mean, with your one example, somebody gave you a call and asked if you could, do a different time delivery for them. Just an idea. What you could do is you could have an extra route that you would set up as more of a on demand or more of like an emergency route or something like that, where you service everything, but it's only for rush orders. So for those instances where somebody calls you up and says, hey, can you get my, let's just say a suit, can you get my suit done within the next 2 days and deliver it to me?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
I
No,
mean,
that
if you say, hey, I can do it, but I'm going to add a 15% rush charge on it, and
yeah,
our
yeah, no, no, no,
price
no,
starts
exactly.
at
You're right. You're right.
whatever it
You're right.
is.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Instead
And
of just turning away the revenue, you're then able to accept it. Right now, it seems like you don't have the ability to even do it to, customers who are trying to, just get something quick and done, or, quick to them, but it might take you a couple days to get done.
right. And then as I share with you, it's sometimes for our basically our loyal customers, customers that have been with us for a couple of years now. If somebody's like, hey, I have your stuff. If we pick it up on Saturday, can you drop it off by Tuesday or Wednesday? It's almost like, I don't want to say a guarantee, but yes, we'll, do that. But we're not, and it's our end, this is our on end, we don't do like an upcharge. We upcharge customers, right? We charge, like, try to do the $2 or like a 20% off, a 20% more for high-end garments, but we don't do like that, those rush things, because we just don't. We'll just, in our end, right? If it's an order that's like $200, $300, and it's kind of a rush, it's already big, so it feels like, I don't want to push them away, but I feel like it's just getting creative. Honestly, I'm just kind of sharing this with you, and it's just getting creative, like you're saying, creating that other day route and being like, this is for rush, and it is automatically, the whole order is, like you mentioned, 15% or 10% up more. Um, and I actually, that does make sense, because we do go out, Taylor, we do go out, like tomorrow, like I do have a couple things that I'm going to drop off, but it's not necessarily on a route. It's not. It's, again, it's all manually. It's not like automated, if that makes sense. Compared to, and then again, you guys are helping us tremendously organize it more, and make it more sense, which it already is. The Saturday route is already locked in. Customers get that text. We already know, even if it's just a couple. Um, if I wanted to add one day on that route, where would I go on settings? You know how, if a customer right now is going to schedule, if they're going to schedule a delivery, if they have clothing with us or an order, where could I do that?
So I wouldn't have them be able to schedule onto that route. That would be a complete manual route that if somebody was to, like, you would build route on it. I don't know if you know that term at all, but build route is
No.
basically,
Yes. Can you teach me?
yeah, so build route is generally with the delivery app, that where it's, hey, they don't actually have a stop, but I do have an order that can be delivered. You can just simply click build route on the app, scan it, and then it's going to add the stop for you, and then they're going to be able to deliver it, using the app. It kind of takes all the other
Manual.
stuff out of the way, yeah, so you don't have to go in, add a stop, and then, you know, um, create the order, do everything like that, get it assembled, make sure it's assembled, and push it through the production. Um, but yeah,
And
then so it would be a rush, and then you would have it
mhm.
be manually, have it be a manual use case where somebody calls you up and says, "Hey, can you pick it up Saturday and get it done by Tuesday?" Some people even put a tier system on their rush, where thll do like rush
Yeah.
one, rush two, rush three, and that's a tier system to them, to where it's a different percentage depending on what tier it is. So if it's next day, then they're going to put it at, one or three, whichever you designate as the highest tier, and then
Huh. So if you were to do like if we were to put rush on an order, could it automatically bump up the price? Is that what you're mentioning, or no?
yeah, you can do that too.
Oh,
Yep,
you can do that. Could you show me? Could you show me? 'Cause,
yep. Is it okay if I share my screen of your instance?
yeah, I mean, yeah, just as long as it's just like the basic settings, and
Yep,
then you can
that's
go to
a
like a quote. If you can go to quote, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, you
So
do the change in settings, and then show me a quote. Yeah, exactly.
well, the one thing would be is that we need to have the surcharge already created in the system, but I can show you where to go. So we're going to go to settings, business settings,
Hmm.
system settings, believe it's under production, but it could be under company. Yep. So you don't have any surcharges actually. So I can't even really, well, I guess it's right here. So if you had a rush surcharge,
Right.
then you could designate it for all rush orders. They would automatically get this surcharge. So you don't have to go through and individually place it. All you would have to do is hit the rush button, and then it would add the surcharge.
And then do I create a search charge on detailing pricing? Is that where would I be able
Right. Yep.
where at? Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm
customer.
in detailing prices and bottom left
Hmm.
surcharges,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then the add new
Yeah.
is up here.
Yeah, we don't have any. So yeah, we'd have zero. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that makes.
Now,
Could you
right
by any
now,
chance? Go ahead. You tell me. You tell me.
so right now, because you don't have any, you actually don't see the add surcharge button whenever you go to
Hmm.
detail.
Uh-huh.
So if you were to add a surcharge and then say, hey, I don't want to do it, and then you remove it, that add surcharge button is still going to stay there now. So once it's like basically enabling it, you can't get rid of it.
You can't.
Right. That button will still be there, even though even if you have no surcharges that are enabled, it'll still stay there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for showing me this because I definitely again we do have the $2 ones, we have other stuff, but this would make it really good. I think it's definitely doing a 10-15% on, and we get a good amount of rush orders, and we do just on the basically customer delicates, right? Or you know hand finish stuff like that, right? We'll add that, but we don't have it just because we don't mention it. We just say we don't, but I think we should. Um, I have to run it again for my brother, and then, but I know he'll most likely want to because this is a good idea.
Yeah, so it sounds like if you are doing it on specific items, then you're probably doing it through special cares then, right?
Yeah, exactly. Through special
Gotcha.
cares, well, I guess, and yeah, as much as I can do, delicates and all that stuff, and adds up, and then I'm like, I don't. It feels like if I really want to add another one for Rush, it makes sense totally. But then I feel like, personally, I'm like, I don't want them to think we're ripping them off. I don't think I am. I don't want to. I don't like that. Just that association, just that feeling, with a customer. Just don't like that personal. Hey Taylor and Mike, thank you guys. Thank you both.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, as you were mentioning about that, this surcharge, I'm definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do that just because we don't. But with that, what you were mentioning about that special cares, when we're in there, when a customer is like, oh, something that is delicate fabric, something that needs hand finish, anything that has beads, anything that we can think of in terms of upcharging, we just don't even let the customer know. It's just part of there. And then again, when it thinking of that surcharge, it just feels like, you know, um, but it makes a lot of sense because we are getting those and they are becoming a priority. And then it makes sense to just having 10%.
Yeah, I think it helps you, kind of, I guess, make it easier to explain, like, hey, we don't normally do this, and because we don't add a 10% upcharge or something like that, but we will get you your items at the time that you are requesting it, if that makes sense.
And one thing to remember when we were talking about um, scheduling, I remember when I had asked you, like, our production day is like we are getting orders that are scheduled by Saturday and they'll still say 5 p.m. and then we're not open on those hours. So
Yes.
yeah, you were definitely you were able to help me with pushing out the dates, which was perfect because it gives us some time. But in the hours for those Saturdays, it's still coming up at 5 p.m. Did we still change that? Because I know you mentioned we need to go day by day, but like right now, anything that I get today, it's scheduled, but I believe Friday.
Because you were
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
like
change it to 3 p.m., right?
yeah. Well, no, it would be 12 p.m. on a Saturday because we're closed at 3 p.m. on Saturday. We're open from 9 to 3.
And this is stuff that comes in on Monday, right?
Um, well, anything that came in yesterday, I think it would schedule it by Friday. Anything, well, so it's already Tuesday, right? And it's scheduling by Friday. So I am talking about Saturday right now. If something, obviously, if I schedule something by Saturday, it's going to say 5 p.m. and I'll just have to change that manually, which is fine. But what I'm
Hmm.
saying, if it's when an order lands on Saturday, or can you make it where no orders land on that day? Meaning like promise date, if they're to be returned that day. Because it's still saying 5 p.m. and we just want to change that time.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing, so where I want you to go to check out to what I'm looking at,
Mm-hmm.
is go to settings, detailing pricing,
Mm-hmm.
and then due dates.
Mm-hmm.
So you only have two due date rules. So whenever it's picking up 5 p.m., it's picking up your default due date rule. So if you're wanting a specific day, see if to explain this,
Oh, see, I see. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So right now it looks like your Saturday due date is what it's attempting to do is your due hour at 3 p.m., but it's picking up everything that is due on Monday is going to make it due Thursday
Mm-hmm.
at 3. Yeah. So I think our due dates are a little bit incorrect, and it's definitely confusing.
Yes, and again, we're not that big to we just need a couple days, But like I shared with you, if we could, like anything that gets picked up today, if it's by Saturday, that's good, that's fine, that gives us enough time. But I just don't want it to say Saturday 5 p.m.
Okay, Enrique.
Hmm.
Hey, it's Mike. Um, what days when an order comes in should result in it being due Saturday?
Um, let's say if it's today, like Tuesday, Friday is okay, but if you can make it by Saturday, that's good too, because that
Okay,
just gives us enough time. That just gives us enough time.
so if it comes in on a Tuesday, it should go to Saturday.
Yeah.
If it
Yes.
comes in on Monday, should it go to Friday?
Yes. 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 That
Okay,
gives us That gives us enough time. Yes.
and when it's due on Saturday, it should. What time should it be due? Is that 3?
Let's go with 12 because 3 were close.
Okay, and should that apply to all agents or just Marysville and Greenwood?
And all ages, because they are, yeah, we're the operating hours are the same. We're open a little bit later on this store, but we close at the same hour, and Saturdays is the same.
Okay. Okay, so you have a due date rule that's labeled Saturday due date, but it didn't have anything to do with Saturdays the way it was configured. So I'm adjusting it. It
Okay.
will, actually, let's see. So first of all, Saturday will never be a due date because we have no production check for it. So I'm
Yes.
undoing that because we do want to allow things to be due on a Saturday, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
We do it, but yes,
all
you're
right.
right. You're right. You're right.
Then we need to allow production on Saturday. So I checked that. Okay. So now the draft rule that I'm just going to go ahead and save this because it's probably good and we'll keep looking at it. And I'll even share my screen because that would sure be helpful. Okay. So if we want Tuesday to go to Saturday, then we want to specifically grab orders that come in on Tuesdays and make sure they get the correct number of due dates.
Hmm.
So the day it comes in is always day 0. So if you ever want to make a same day rule, you put 0 days, 0 due days on it. So Smart will ignore no production days when it counts. So what we're doing, but that's not relevant here because Saturday is now our production day. So starting on Tuesday, which is day 0, Wednesday is 1, Wednesday is 1, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday is day 4. So we want 4 due days on that rule, which is what I have
Got it.
here.
Got it.
So if it comes in on Tuesday, it'll be due Saturday. And actually, you mentioned Monday should go to Friday, right?
Yes, yeah,
So we should
yes.
add
That's
Monday
enough
to
time.
that. Yep.
Yeah,
So Monday will also get 4 days. Now, if it comes
right.
in on a Wednesday, what day do you want to do?
If it were to come in a Wednesday, could you make it by a Tuesday of the following week? I don't know if that's more than 4 days, but that just gives us enough time. It probably done before, but
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so actually, I just realized I'm going to change something on here. I'm going to leave Monday off of this rule because of the 12 p.m. versus 5 p.m. thing, which I just
thank you, Mike.
remembered.
I see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank
So
you.
I'm going to make a new one. And actually, I'm going to rename this just so it makes more sense. Tuesday to Saturday. That we know exactly what it's doing. Next one is going to be Monday to Friday. So days of week, Monday. That's also going to be 4 days, except the difference is we don't want to do at noon. We want to do at 5.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then I'm going to just double check and make sure I'm matching the other one here. 5 p.m., 12 a.m. Yeah, looks good. Okay. And then then you said Wednesday should go to Tuesday. So
Yes.
that's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. That's a 5-day rule. Um, should Is that the general turnaround time you want throughout the rest of the week?
Yes, because Thursday would be when would Thursday would be if we commit Thursday by Wednesday, just like a day behind essentially of the next. We'll have it done before, just as long as we have more time. And what happens is when I let the customer know it'll be done by that date, the customer is always okay with it, you know. So if we
Yeah.
have that time, it's fine. So yes, Wednesday
Okay.
make it by Tuesday, Thursday make it by Wednesday, and Friday make it by Thursday of next week. Because
Okay.
that gives us enough time, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I want to make sure we're on the same page about the degree of change we're making, because if I implement what you just described, we're adding, plus the stuff I already did, we're adding between 1 and 2 due days to all your due dates.
Yes,
So your
yes, that is
turnaround
correct.
time universally is getting longer. And I
Yes,
just
that
want,
is
okay,
correct.
cool. As
Yes,
long
yes.
as we're
Just
on the same
because
page.
yeah, exactly. We just need more time just because I have orders that we're always up to date, but there's certain orders that are late, and then the more time we have, the better it is. And
Hmm.
customers are okay with it.
Okay. Okay, you back?
Yes, I am. Thank you again. Thank
Okay.
you for your patience.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm just going to run real quick through the days of the week. All right, so if it
Hmm.
comes in Monday, it's going to get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 5.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
it comes in Tuesday, it's going to get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at noon.
Yes.
If it comes in on Wednesday, then it's going to go Thursday, Friday,
Hmm.
Saturday, Monday, Tuesday at 5.
Exactly. Yes.
Thursday is going to be Wednesday at 5.
Hmm.
And then Friday will be Thursday at 5.
Hmm.
And if it comes in Saturday, let's see, Saturday's going to get Monday, it should be Friday at 5. And then are you even open on Sundays?
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
so nothing's going
No,
to come
that
in on
was yeah.
Sunday.
This was great. I've been wanting to change this, and this is awesome. Just again because it
Good.
gives us a little bit more time. It's more
Hmm.
flexible, and usually we try to have the orders ready. They always are. They usually always are, and customers are like, "Oh, this." It even makes them think this was quick. I was going to come in last week, and they're like, "Oh, I'm here again." So again, thank you for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good conversation we had here, Enrique. And if you've got anything, like I said, you can always send me an email or put in a ticket. Let me know that you want to have just a conversation, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I can give you my
Yeah,
schedule. Let me know or let you know whenever is best. And yeah,
totally, totally. Yeah, you can end this too. Again, thank you both, Mike and Taylor, for your help.
all right, sounds good. Thank you. Have a great rest of your week.
All right, go back.